Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day. I'm having an okay one. I actually hit down and get ready with me, showing how to do this look with the Prism palette. It's got 5 different colors in it, and I loaded up the computer and it corrupted. I went, no! I'm not redoing my makeup again, sorry you guys. So, I will do it again another day and post it. Hopefully soon. I've been kind of crazy with the holidays and getting stuff done. My work has had me on massive overtime, plus I picked up a temporary job. I can do it from home, but it's still like 18 hours a week, and I'm just burnt. Burnt! So, today was my first day. I'm taking a mini vacation from both jobs right now. I am going to relax and enjoy, but I thought I'd get a couple videos up first. So, since my get ready with me and me explaining all that and other things in details didn't happen, I figured I'd do a bit of a declutter and start working through some of my other stuff that I have that, I talk about getting rid of and need to do it. First thing we're going to do, today we're going to do eyeshadows, I think. Single shadows, pot shadows, pigments, things like that. I really don't have too many of those, and I say that and then I shouldn't. Alrighty. Some of my hauls, actually I've been getting stuff, I just haven't been hauling it on here because, again, exhaustion, time, life. Wow, it is what it is. Sorry. But I'm going to show you what I have for single eyeshadows, what I'm getting rid of. I'm not going to explain why. Some of these, it's not quality. Some of it is dupes and things I have already. One of the things I hauled recently were these older Milani shadows. Not the Bellas, the ones from before. These are good for, I remember looking at it and I was really shocked. They're like 36 months, 3 years. And I checked up the dates on these, and these were all made that last year. So they're about 3 years old. They're at the end of their life. I got 12 of these for 12 bucks. I thought that was a pretty good deal. Now, some of these are dupes for ones I already have or other colors. So some of them I'm not staying or I won't use them. The lady was supposed to send me 12 different colors. I had one dupe in there on accident. Not a big deal. So the first one I'm going to get rid of is one of the ones I have a dupe of. It's called Shamrock number 8. It's a beautiful green. I do want to depot these and put these in a Z palette to make it easier for me to access, because these things can be depotted and put in Z. So here's the one I'm keeping in Shamrock, and the other one is in my go away pile. I am keeping the color Bronze Doll. It's a beautiful golden brown. These top beautifully on top of other colors to add a lot of shimmer. Kind of like a clear, lighter colored version of your Moon Dust. At least in my opinion. This is in Blue Lagoon. This is probably not the greatest of all of them, but it's not bad. I have the color Silver Charm. This is one I was debating on giving up. It's a white silver. Not 100% sure on that. I am going to get rid of the color Blackout, because the black ones I just don't use. I found that out the hard way. Black is not the color I use too often for eyeshadow. I don't do too many smoky looks, so that one can go bye-bye. The next one I'm getting rid of is Girls Love Pink, because I already have one, so I don't need a second one. So this one's brand new, untouched. All 3 of those Milanis are going to go in my giveaway, just because it's like, why not? I haven't touched them. They're brand new, still sealed, and somebody else can have fun using them as toppers. Alright, the next one is number 1, Lily White. It's a white iridescent. I like using it as an inner corner highlight or a cheek highlighter. Next one is Royalty, is a pink purple with a purple shimmer glitter in it. Pretty. I put that one on top of some purple eyeshadow and got a lot of compliments on it. Alrighty, the next one is Golden Touch. It's a golden white. Pretty. Sorry if you're getting a reflection from my ring light, people. It's just one of them things. This is probably my favorite one, though. It's called Coffee Shop, and it's a red brown, and I put this on top of any brown, and it's like, boom. And then this one, too, is really fun. It's called Leaf Green. I use this on top of blues, and people think I do like a peacock look on my eyes, like a peacock feather. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, and was loving it. So, you know what, though? I'm looking at the silver, and I know I'm not going to use it because I have the white, so I'm going to get rid of the silver one too. That one can go in my giveaway. Whew, that actually made me get rid of one extra one that I thought I was going to do. OMG. Alrighty, next eyeshadows we're going to go into is my Bare Minerals. I have the small pots. I only have 3. I picked them up as a part of a Christmas package. last year or the year before. They're one of those little ornament packages that had like 3 of them in it. I have Queen Phyllis, which is gorgeous, not going anywhere, and I have Sex Kitten, which is also gorgeous, not going anywhere. The one I'm getting rid of is Pebble. I've not used it because when I swatched it, it was very cool toned, and I don't do cool toned. So since it's never been used, I'm going to put it in my giveaway. Hey, someone's going to have fun with that one. These are loose pigments from Bare Minerals. They're absolutely gorgeous. Completely gorgeous. You wouldn't think so, but when you start swatching them, ooh, the colors on these things are just to die for. That's part of the reason why I still keep these around, because I do occasionally pull them out and use them. It's just, they're such a pain to use. Here's Sex Kitten. Look at that shine. It is gorgeous. That's fun because I like to use it as like the brow bone and stuff like that. And this one's Queen Phyllis, which is probably the one that made me buy the package in the first place. I think I got all 3 for a really good deal, but I honestly couldn't remember what it was at this point at all. Look at that color. Whew. Yeah, both of those are really nice. I'm keeping those 2, and I'm getting rid of my Pebble one. Okay, now I'm gonna just talk about these because I'm not gonna go through them. And it's my Hard Candy eyeshadows, the dupes for the L'Oreal Infallibles. They're new. I'm still testing and playing with them, but so I'm keeping all 8 of those. And now I'm keeping these 2. Alright, the next one we're going to do is the L'Oreal Infallibles. I have 6 of them. I have Amber Rush, which is an iconic one. It's a beautiful rose gold. You want rose gold on your eyes, you buy this and you apply it. Wow. Is the understatement of that word century for that. It is such a pretty color. It's a pain sometimes because you gotta take the stamper out and pull it out. But look at that. Ooh. Next to the other 2, it's another gorgeous combination, right? Next one is Bottomless Java. That one's, it's more of a cool tone brown than the Sex Kitten. The Sex Kitten's got some warm red. This one is definitely deeper, where it's more of a coffee color. Doesn't have the shine, but I do like it a lot, so I'm going to be keeping that. We have Endless Pearl, which is an iconic one from them too. It's actually just a matte white, which is kind of funny. People will be like, well, why do you want a matte white? Well, whenever I have a palette that doesn't have a matte white, this thing gets used. I've actually used quite a bit of it. I have a nice dent in it from being used. I have quite a few palettes that don't have a cream in it, especially on my Juvia's Place. And this blends beautifully with that Juvia's Place, so it is definitely staying. Actually, I've been debating on trying to pick up a second one, so I have a backup. I know, it's kind of crazy that way, but that's how I feel about it. The next one is Iced Latte. Definitely pinkier than Phyllis. It's not as intense. I kind of want to keep it. I really didn't want to get rid of any of these ones just because these are they're so pigmented and so pretty coloring. I don't think I'll get rid of any of these. I'll be honest, it's just one of those things. And then this one is Sunshine, which is the more golden tone version. See, there's the Sunshine, there's the Iced Latte. This is a nice inner corner eyeshadow. With these Infallibles, right now I can make a whole complete look, which I like. So both of those are staying. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of too many of these, am I? The last one was a purple one I picked up. It's called Perpetual Purple. There were like blues and greens. I could have picked up a bunch of them, and I've debated since then because I've seen them. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't, because the simple fact is I don't use them. But I like this purple. I've been using it with my Urban Decay shadows. It's got a foil effect. It's really pretty. So, yeah, that's staying. So I'm not getting rid of any of my Infallibles. Sorry, you guys. It's just one of those things. You find a formula that's just gorgeous like that, and you don't want to give it up. I wish there was a way I could put them, like, link them all together like a palette and just have one lid instead of all these little ones, but for the quality, I'll deal. I'll deal. So yes, all those are staying. Alright, Smashbox, I have a couple. I have one here and I have one in my Z palette. And this one's in the color Vintage. I picked it up because I wanted to see what the formula was like. And I found it to be not that good. You can see where it's patchy. It doesn't blend out as well. It was a waste of a couple bucks. I picked it up off Outlook. Wish I hadn't. I'm going to sanitize this and pass that on to somebody else who can maybe use it better, because right now I just don't like the formula. I just don't. At least for the color Vintage. The other one is in my Z palette, and it is the color Hazelnut. Now this one is a better formula, which is really funny. It's like, okay, I know this happens with companies. One color's good, but the other one's not. See how the difference between the swatches? This one is so much more pigmented and creamy than the other one is. So this one I'm keeping. I actually have it deposited in my mini BoxyCharm Z palette that we got that one month. In here, I might as well just talk about these three as the Bitsy ones. I have the color, the white one, which I can't even remember. I was using as a dupe for Jeffree Star highlighter, but it's gotten all chunky on me, so yeah, that's going into the garbage. There's a gold color one in here too. I'm having the same problem with it. Now, the brick one, on the other hand, is not going that way. So the brick one is staying, and so is that one. And those two that are chunky, I'm just going to chuck because they just gotten... Basically, the formula is falling apart, so I'm just going to get rid of them. Alright, the next thing is going to be Cargo. I have 4 eyeshadows from Cargo from the single lines. I don't have any of the palettes anymore just because I found the quality not to be as good as I wanted in the palettes. I don't mind the singles so much. I have 4 of them. I had more at one point. I had given away a few and decluttered a few. I found that the single Cargo eyeshadows are not bad. They're way too expensive for the price point though, except for the one. I would buy Toronto again in a heartbeat. But the other ones, they're nice, but they don't hold up very long. I get about, of the colored ones, I probably get 7, 8, and then the colors are almost faded away. At 6, you start seeing a lot of fading. So I have 4 here. Toronto, which I've talked about, is it looks white until you swatch it, and you realize it's got a gold shift. Let's see if it'll show up on my arm. You can see that highlight. You could almost use it as a highlight. It's so pretty. I like it as an upper brow highlight, so I'm keeping that one. Arian, which is a beautiful green. I think I might be able to dupe this out of my collection, but man, look at that color. No, I can't. I don't have anything like that. I'm keeping that. Oh, I'm most definitely keeping that. Look at that. Oh, no, it's staying. Staying! Alright, the next one is Columbia. Now, this is a brown I picked up just so I could have a base brown. These were on sale for like $1.50, some or $1.60 at Target. Not Target. Why did I say Target? Kohl's one day. So I picked up a couple, and this is one of them. If you can see, the pans have gone because I tried to use a magnet and pull them out. Yeah, don't. They have metal in their formula. So the magnet actually attaches to the powder and pulls it out of the pan. Well, then you've got to sit there and repress it. Well, who wants to take the time to do that? There's a way to warm it on like a heating pad and pry it loose, but I've never tried it, and it's not worth the hassle. And I really don't like this brown. It's too cool tone, so I'm just going to get rid of that. That's just going to go in the garbage. Nobody's going to want that with it falling apart. And the last one is Mortino Bay. It's a gold with a similar silver shimmer. It's a nice matte, and that's what I use as a matte, but it's not as pigmented as it used to be. You notice how that is? Sometimes they lose the color. It's a pretty color, but not as good as the other one. I don't reach for it, so I'm going to get rid of it. This can go in my giveaway. I'll sanitize that and just give that away. So I'm keeping 2 of my Cargos, and I'm getting rid of 2 of my Cargos. Pretty good. Alrighty. The last collection of single eyeshadows is my NYX collection. I have only 3. I have Gilded Door, which I've used in a couple tutorials, and I do use it every so often. It's a beautiful gold yellow. It's got a nice dent in it because it's used, but it's just a beautiful yellow. If I put this over this other yellow shadow, it intensifies it more, especially when I'm doing that yellow inner corner. I didn't do it today because this is actually more like a green, but definitely love that. That's staying. The next one is STFU. It's the yellow that I've used in most of my yellow tutorials, my summer sunset look. It's not that pigmented, unfortunately. It's better than the Too Faced one, but it's still not the greatest, but I am keeping it for now because I love both of them. This is the one I had to debate on because I've never used it. And it is in the, it's psychedelic. It's a green. It's a yellow green. Part of me wants to say, keep it. I mean, you've never used it. Try it. So I think I am, because I've gotten rid of so much. I'm going to keep this one for the moment. If I haven't used it by the next declutter, though, it needs to go. Alrighty. We're going to do eyeshadow pencils. I do have 2 of them. Let's just get into it. I have the NYX Glam Shadow Stick and Elegant Marble. The problem with these is they don't dry down. So then I'm forever having creasing on my eye, and it just drives me nuts. And it's starting to dry out too. I got it in a box trade about, gosh, it's almost been a year. Has it really been a year? Because we did it before I moved. I've been down here almost 5 months, and it was a good, probably 10 months ago. About 10 months ago. So, and we were just trading makeup. So, it's a nice pencil. I just wish it dried down and wouldn't crease, because then I would use it more. But since I don't, I'm just going to get rid of it. The next, only other one I have is the Urban Decay in the color, it's a 24/7 one in Mushroom. I just got it. This dries down and does not budge. I like that. That for me is something I will keep because of it. Alrighty, that's going to be it for eyeshadows, singles, and shadow sticks. I will be doing eyeliners next. That will be a really short one, and then after that, I do believe we will start on palettes. I'll probably break that up by company, by brand, just because I have quite a bit. So, alright, until next time, you all take care, and remember, you do you. Bye!